All right, so welcome back to the channel. You know we're going to work on an obscure, old, unique car today, and this is a 52 or 54 Willys, not sure how you pronounce that, Willys Overlander four-wheel drive Jeep. It caught fire, the engine did. The customer was fiddling around and somehow sparked the fuel line or something and burnt up the wiring. Didn't help that the whole firewall had a cardboard insulation package. This is the cardboard that was on the firewall. I've removed it all. And he wants to convert it from 6-volt positive ground to 12-volt negative ground. Okay, that's what we're gonna do then. So I've got a used 12-volt battery. I've taken out the 6-volt battery, some used spark plug wires. I've already replaced the coil. I've got a 12-volt coil in there. I've got to reroute the power lines from positive to negative. Hopefully the carburetor is not damaged. And I don't think our distributor cap is damaged. I've looked in there, the points look pretty good. Oil's good. All the wiring's been cut back. I have to isolate all the wiring of the vehicle so that only I'm running on 12-volt positive from the battery. I'm not going to use the generator, which is melted. I don't know how this is going to go. But I'm going to try. I think it'll work. These things are pretty robust. It's a 4-cylinder L head where the exhaust valves are in the block and the intake valves are in the head, I believe. So let's see, what did I... Okay, that's our coolant temperature sensor. That's what I meant to put on there. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So let's do some wiring and get the battery in and see what happens. This thing's got an antique style floor starter. So the starter is here. Press on that. We got a clutch, brake, gas, and then all our shifters there. And there's our old battery. So the gauges, nothing's going to work until we get the wire harness in, which has not come in yet, to really convert it over. But for now, I just want to get it to run. Every video wouldn't be spectacular without a little visit from Stella. You came over to see what I'm doing, girl? Oh, you're such a good puppy. Okay, you go do your thing. All right, we're back on the Willys. We have cleaned up the carburetor choke so that it actually works. The heat from the fire melted the cable a little bit. We finally got it so that the choke can close and open. I've got a hot wire to our new 12-volt coil, and I've got a screwdriver down here in the point area. Let's see if I can get a little spark out of this thing. Oh, there's some spark. So if you watch my cable there, see that? I've got spark. So hopefully this thing rotates, it'll fire off. The ignition rotor looks okay. We'll put that back on there. Get it back on there. And then we'll put our cap back on and cinch that down and see if we can get this thing to fire up. We put on some used spark plug wires that are the blue ones here at the NGKs. They're not much better than the ones that were burnt, but the ones that were burnt were really, really knackered. You can see the fire got to them. So let's see if this works. All right, so we got our choke fixed. We got our spark. We think we have spark. We think we have fuel. Make sure it's out of gear. We're going to cram on the starter here. Whoa. I was not expecting that. Wow. It's rattling a bunch. I wonder if the starter's stuck on. Yeah, the starter's stuck on. Okay, well, she runs, even with the starter stuck on. Okay, we got to figure that out, but we got some progress. made on our Willys.